Alright, my friends, welcome into another 164 Custom Diecast Workshop Toy Shop video. So what I want to show you today is I'm going to apply the X22 to this Chase Briscoe High Point Xfinity car, and then I'm going to apply this Tester's dull coat on top of this monster Ty Gibbs, which is ready to go. It's got 4 coats of clear sealer on it, and now I'm ready to apply the dull coat. So first we're going to apply this Tamiya X22, and you can see I've got some decals ready for this 1978 Dale Earnhardt Chevy or Buick or whatever it was back then. So don't really need to shake the Tamiya up too much, just kind of mixing it a little bit. But yeah, it's gonna get a little bit mixed, and you can see what this product is. Tamiya color, acrylic paint. It's clear X22, so it is acrylic, and you can rinse your brush out with water. Now remember, you got to look at the warnings. This product can expose you to chemicals including titanium dioxide, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer. So for more information, go to the www.p65warnings.california.gov. Since I'm not in California, I guess it doesn't cause cancer. So maybe for those of you who are in California might need to watch out using this product, because you might get cancer. I don't know, but there are warnings on these things. So a couple things when I'm applying this, right? It's just a brush, right? You saw how I apply the sealer, but I try to be very careful not to get a heavy dose across these painted surfaces, especially the roof lines. I don't want to get it heavy there, so I just kind of want to go across it very quickly, because in my experience, for whatever reason, it seems to want to run if I get it too heavy over top of the Sharpie or the paint pen that's there. So it's a little weird, but just a lesson learned. If you get it too thick, the product likes to eat right through it, and next thing you know, you've got a little cleanup to do. So just be careful for that. Now, I was saying in my other video about, a little too much of the white surfaces. Or, I'm sorry, a little too much of the Pledge floor care will. What is that? I got a little clump on there. Oh, it must have come off the side. It was like a little crystallized side there. So yeah, so my practice has been, now I put a couple coats of the clear sealer over top of the white painted surface after I get the decals on, and then I come with this. So alright, so let me get this back here. I was looking at pictures of this thing, and I saw the side skirts were actually black. So I went across and painted those. black. If you saw an earlier video, you may have seen that they were white. Alright, so now spin this around here. I'm going to have to pick this baby up. What I like with this Tamiya product is you can kind of go at your own pace. You don't have to go too quickly. It doesn't, you know, dry too fast, you know, or too slow. It's just kind of really nice product to work with. Highly recommend it, especially for these white cars. I think it's almost a must-have. Same thing on that lower valence on the front. I painted it black. I've got a couple coats of clear sealer on that stuff, but I kind of you want to put the Tamiya on it, and then you don't want to kind of keep going back and forth across it because it will smear. Even though I have a couple coats of sealer on it, it's just the way this product is and the way that it treats that. You got to watch for fuzzies too. Especially on these white cars, they show up, and the Tamiya will really get it locked in to the finish. So you gotta kind of, you know, just be careful of that. Alright, I think I've hit every area. And if it all looks good, once it dries and I go over it and I don't see any smudges or anything like that, you can see the windshield. See how the windshield's all cloudy? That'll dry up nice and clear. But if it's all good and it dries and I don't see any like dull spots or anything like that, I will say she's done. Alright. Say I decaled this earlier today. This Daniel Suarez Black Coca-Cola. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. You know how these sides really jut out, and you can see how, you know, this is really curves. So I use some of the I see this C isn't 100% smooth, but I use some of the microsole there to get it to lay flat and kind of roll into there like that. So but you want to get your decals in place and everything lined up before you start sealing it. So any type of like little bubbles or raised areas, I'm trying to, you know, just trying to press down. You can see that C just a little bit, maybe. Just a little raised area in it. Trying to push that down. But yeah, this be pretty cool. Gonna get it mounted in one of those clear cases and go with that. So this thing here doesn't have a whole lot of decals, but I'm gonna have to definitely trim this up. So you can see this, you know, that's too big. Of course, I'm gonna have to trim that in such a way to try to get those 3 stars on there. This goes on the back side. And then this goes on the roof here. and you can see I think the back is curved just a little bit, so I might trim a little bit off these corners to get a little curve in that. But my problem is, oh yeah, it's not really even long enough, so I may just trim the front because it's a little curved on the front, and then just leave the back because I don't think the back is long enough. I think I'm going to have a little gap there. It's not going to be a fully stretched car or stretched decal across that roof. And then this thing, I'm going to need to trim a little bit there to get that to lay right up against the windshield. And then it looks like, yeah, I'm going to have to trim a little bit there, kind of at an angle almost, to get that to lay down across that front. So let's get to work here. All right, this is ready to go. Get that in the water. Whoa. These are really thin decals. This is a straight cut. These are straight lines there, so let's cut this. See how straight I can cut this. Ah, that's crap. I've done better. I've done a lot better, guys. Let's see if I can eye this up a little bit better. Okay. I'm still too big. And yeah, I can go right up against those stars. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, now I'm gonna try to trim this just a little bit here. Trim on this edge here, like so. Like that. Let's see what that looks like. Not bad. I think I could trim a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Well, or should I? That's not easy to do, and I'm pretty happy with the way I got it cut. I think I'm going to leave it, guys, because I think I can improve it, but I can also screw it up, and I don't really want to do that. I do have another set of decals, but let's go with this and see what it looks like. It's interesting how sometimes, you know, in your pursuit of perfection, you can go from really good to junk with one wrong cut. So, all right. So what I want to do here is I want to do the same. I want to kind of trim that in a little bit. Oof. What's that look like? That was pretty good. Happy with that. Now let's see if I can... Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have enough. Okay, so those are straight lines. Alright, I think I can eyeball this and cut this and see what I can do here. I'm going to go right to there, and then from here see that? See if I got that close enough. Oh yeah, I like that. Wow, I'm pretty happy with that. That went pretty well. So we'll kind of let that sit there. In the meantime, let me pull back this high point. You can see how quickly that dried up, that windshield. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. That's probably ready. I got to go over it one more time just to double check, make sure I've got everything good, and that'll be ready for Eric. And you can see how this product works, right? So back up here. This is the tester's dull coat, top coat. You can see how it's separated like that, and then you mix it around. And yeah, doesn't take much to mix it, but a couple shakes, and I'll use my other brush to do that. But I think this is actually ready to go, some of these. So let's put these on, and we'll save that Ty Gibbs monster for last. This goes pretty quick. Yeah. Let's go down here. So these are really super thin decals. Very thin. Got to be careful with these things. Don't really need the micro sole with this. Okay. Okay. All right. Trying to get it centered there on the trunk lid, right? and I'm seeing that I'll be able to have it centered on the roof as well. So we can kind of run these lines all the way down, right? And across the car to make it as symmetrical as possible. I don't want it too much on the spoiler. Looks like I can tuck just a little bit here. Okay. Okay. All right. Man, go watch those fuzzies. Okay. Let's get this roof in here. Really thin. Wow, that's really thin. Gotta be super careful. Okay. Okay. See how it's a little short there, a little short there. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I've seen worse. I've done worse. Want to get this water out of here. Because if you have water underneath there, there's a good chance it'll dry and have like a bubble or a raised area, and it just won't look right. Okay. There's like a little raised surface there right in that middle. All right. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to that. Get these out here. I may have bit off more than I can chew with this video. Okay, that's looking pretty good, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's get this piece in here. Man, a lot of little fuzzies in there. Okay. White Crown Engineering. That's cool. Okay, super careful here. Yeah. Oh, I like this. It's turning out well. Like this. My cuts were good. My cuts were good there. I don't want to break my arm patting myself on the back. All right, so now let's get a little push from the middle. Squeeze that out. Very happy with that, guys. Very happy with that. And then the sides are a piece of cake, right? That's just the hardest part right there. Alright, these last 2 minutes or so, let's see how much I can get done on this dull coat. Okay, let's set this aside. You have to work quickly on this stuff anyway, so okay. Brush is clean. We'll start on the roof. There. And again, I'm trying to keep it off of the windows, which is really hard to do. Didn't get much on there. So yeah, guys, this is gonna run out of time, but you can see how this is gonna be all glossed, or not glossed. This is gonna be all matte finish when we're done. So I'm gonna keep working this, and I'll show you the product in the next video. But appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed, give it a thought. And we will talk to you in the next video. God bless, guys.